Hey, thanks for tapping in. We've got Chris here and he's going to show us how to install this Xpert bumper.
The first thing you're going to want to do is pull this rubber cap here out of your frame on both sides. If you have a flathead screwdriver, this makes it a little bit easier. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take off the taillight on both sides. There'll be 4 Phillips head screws. So you're going to pull the taillight out to be able to get access to the holes in the back of the frame. You'll tie your wire around Fisher force bolt through the flap at the back of the frame rail. Once you snake that through, you will run your nut on. Once you get your bolt and your washer threaded through the hole, you're going to want to put on your serrated nut, run it up just a little bit, take your bracket, and you're going to want to set it just inside of there, making sure that your bracket is both flush against the frame and the back of the fender, primarily making sure that it's at very least flush against the frame. Then you're going to want to tighten your nut, making sure everything still holds. Generally, you're going to want to use a Sharpie and mark out each of your drill points on your fender and your frame. But in our case, with the frame being painted, we're just going to use a makeshift punch. Once you drill out your frame rail, you're going to want to thread the wire. And it oftentimes helps to have a light shining through your drill holes, showing you where to guide the wire. Peek through the end of your frame rail. Once you thread your both bolts through the side of your frame, you're going to want to slide your O-rings and slide them up tight to hold the bolt snug to the frame. And then you're going to want to fit your bracket over your frame bolts, tighten again. When you're trying to install your bumper, there might be different things that you will come across or encounter, such as this one. This truck has a busted mud flap. So the fender is welded across the top, but the weld is broke on the inside, which means that there's a little more flexibility to the inside of this fender than would normally be. So you just kind of have to make adjustments on the fly. There might be a little bit of extra drilling or filing required. So then you'll take your bracket, slide it up from under the bumper with the opening to the inside, line your holes up. Once you run the 4 bolts through, you'll tighten those down. You'll repeat the same thing for the opposite side. Replace the taillight and screw that back in with your 4 Phillips head machine screws that you took out earlier. Take your bumper and you'll want to line it up, and you'll want to loosely fit all 4 of your bolts. There's 2 on the inside. You'll want to loosely fit all 4 of your bolts on either side. Our bumper brackets are always slotted, so you can adjust as needed, whether your bumper needs to be pushed a little left or right. You want to go through and tighten down each of your bolts.
And just like that, our Xpert bumper is installed. If you have more questions or want some more information, check out our Facebook or our website below in the description.